Hello, I am JAAPH, Expressionist painter from the Netherlands, and today I would like to talk to you about this painting here called The Secret of Populist Politics. As a psychologist, I'm very interested, of course, in populist politics, as many people are these days. Maybe because we have so many populist politicians. And in this painting, I am depicting, expressing my total view of populist politics. We see politicians, we see their perfect solution for everything. We see sort of shadowy people being dominated and suppressed by them. Well, there's all kinds of stuff in here because, again, as usually my secret series work, there's many different layers. Now, as you can see, this is already finished, and I don't have a sort of, step-by-step movie on how this is made. But what I did find on my camera were some photographs of earlier versions. So here is an old painting, maybe 3 years old, called The Raven. This is where I first started to combine watercolor, acrylic and cutout elements. And in that same period I made this painting. It was sort of on a beeline, meaning that I wasn't very serious about composing anything, and it basically came straight from my unconscious mind, and I've been tinkering with it a lot, really. And I remember looking at the Raven and thinking, this other painting should also have some recognizable elements. It can be abstract mostly, but it's good to add a few things that people can recognize. And here we are a few months later again, and here it got photographed by accident while I was working on something else. And you can see I added some recognizable elements, and still I didn't really thought it was finished. I liked what I had, but I thought it wasn't expressive enough. By then I was developing my Secrets series, and I decided to give this painting the secret treatment with, the schablones and the whitewashing and the frame around it. Whitewashing, by the way, interesting word in this context. And so that's how I ended up with the painting as it is today. So let's have a look at the painting as it ended up after several more permutations. Of course, at the top we see the populist politician. We see, at least that's what I see. I mean, you could see different things, of course, but what I wanted to express was also with the blue element next to the politician's face, is his technology, by which today, different from his predecessors, he can measure a lot in society, and then he can basically feed back whatever people want into their minds. And this way, here we see a red hand, we see a heart-like symbol, so it's grabbing basically with really sharp hands at the mind of the people. And here we see some of the people, they're, marching and fleeing at the same time, and they're being driven by their own ghosts, really. Their need for safety and their need for food, nourishment, and the safety of their homes. So they're basically driven by their own demons towards the populist politician. Well, these are just some of the symbols, I can see off the top of my head. If you would look at it, you probably see a few more. And there might even be some in there that I haven't even discovered myself. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my secret of populist politics.